Hello everybody and welcome to Music City Model Works, MC Model Works on YouTube. Wanted to do this little video, kind of introduce myself to everybody. A formal introduction. I have been on YouTube commenting and lurking around and watching videos of different people's work. Before I go any further, I want to give a big shout out to one of the main reasons I'm even doing this video, and one of the primary reasons I have done the 5 slideshow videos that I have already done. Want to shout out to Chris at Classic Plastic 101. He is primarily the reason why I am on doing the videos. As I said, I had sent him a few pics of by email of my 71 Hemi Barracuda that I have a slideshow of on the tube, and he kind of took it upon himself to take the pictures and put them to a slideshow video and put it to Hart's Barracuda. He did that one weekend. I had gone to Hobby Lobby and sent him an email asking about something. I can't remember what it was, and he actually came back with a response of, "Well, I hope you don't mind your work being put on the tube." And I kind of didn't catch it right first, and I sent a response back. Okay, well, where did you put it? And he said, "On my channel." So I got on his channel, and lo and behold, there it was. So, and I'm gonna tell you, it's one thing to see your work when it's finished, sitting in front of you, and and see it sitting on the shelf, on your display shelf, or wherever you have it, or in your trophy case, or whatever you keep your models in. It's another thing to see it on the screen, not on TV, but on the screen and on video. It's a different feeling altogether. Gives you a sense of pride when you look at it, and of course you know the things that are wrong with it, and there's no such thing as a perfect model, but when you see it on there, and the video, it kind of takes away some of the stuff that's wrong with it, in your eyes anyways. But I want to thank Chris for that, and he's one of the reasons why I'm kind of back into this to the level I am. For those of you who are new to modeling, or who are thinking about getting into modeling, or you're just you've been kind of like me, you've done it before, and you're getting back into it after a long layover, or a layoff, or a hiatus, or whatever. Classic Plastic 101, Chris, you can't go wrong, and you can't do any better than him as far as old school technique. He's an old school builder, kind of like me. Me and him were kind of born before they had water, both of us. So I think he's got me by a couple of years. Sorry about that, Chris. But you can't go wrong with him as far as learning, as far as his technique, as far as learning technique, as far as learning little things that will make your modeling easier. I hate to say the word tricks, but old school tricks of how to do things. He's the guy that you can really learn those type of things from, and I hope in the future I will be able to contribute some of that as well. Now, having said that, I am a model builder. I do not do film and video work, as you can probably see already. This is being videoed off of just a plain digital camera, handheld digital camera. I do not own a video camera of any kind. I have had no reason to own one. Down there, if this continues to do well, and you guys continue to subscribe and what have you, tell your friends. If this you know, takes off a little bit, then I may purchase one. But I have, as of right now, I really have no need. This will be just fine for me. You know, I'm going to swing around here and give you a little shot of the work area. Give you kind of an idea of, there's some of the the toolbox I keep in the shelf here in the corner. It's kind of within reach of my chair, where I can reach over and grab my hobby knife or my scissors, brushes, whatever I need. I do a lot of stuff with acrylics, craft acrylics. Use those a lot for painting painting frames, chassis, motors, that type of thing. This probably looks familiar to a lot of you that watch Chris's stuff. When I first saw Chris doing this stuff, I thought, well, this guy's lost his mind. You know, you can't use craft paint to do work on plastic. And I said, well, you know, okay, he's making it look fairly easy. I think I'll give it a shot. So I did, and let me say that it's not easy, but it's not brain surgery. And another thing that I really like about him, he's like me. Why spend $6 on a can of paint when you can spend $1.35–40, depending on the brand? Mix this up right, and you've got killer paint for frame work, for chassis work. You've seen his stuff. I hope in the future down the road here I can show you some stuff that I'm going to be doing with him as well. I have been doing a little practicing with some of the folk art. I know you have heard Chris talk about folk art, and he's right. It is very thick paint, but I was just playing around last night with airbrush, and just wanted to see kind of what I could come out with some craft acrylics. The one on the top is the red, is the ceramic coat, bright red, that Chris, I think, is planning on using on the his build that he's doing now, the KS Pittman gasser. The blue on the bottom is not actually craft paint, but I had a bottle of the Tester's Acryl. This is the Arctic Blue Metallic, I think. Yeah. And it's not going to focus. Oh well. But yeah, it's the Arctic Blue Metallic. Now the one in the middle I was really surprised about. It is the folk art craft paint, but it's the metallic. It is metallic copper, and it's in the bottom container. I'm not going to go dig for it, but at any rate, now these all three have been done the same way. They have been cut 50-50, right at 50-50, maybe a little bit less on the thinner of paint to future floor polish, and they have been mixed to a consistency a little thicker than what you probably have heard about the consistency of whole milk or whatever. You know, I don't drink whole milk, so I couldn't tell you what kind of consistency it has. I just know what works for me. I basically let it drip off of a toothpick or off of my stir sticks that I use, like these guys here. When it drips off of one of those for like every 1 or 2 seconds, it's the right consistency for me. And this is kind of what it laid down. I mean, you know, I don't know how you could beat that with a can of the Model Master, you know, 2-part, or the 1-coat, or whatever, or House of Color, you know. So, and when they dried, they got another coat of Future. So they're mixed with Future and then covered with Future, for a clear coat at the end. So, but anyway, just wanted to let you see that it is possible to get decent paint work out of stuff that doesn't cost, you know, $5-6 a can. I've got an indoor paint booth here that I use when the weather gets kind of nasty, and then it has a place for an exhaust pipe that goes out the window. Raise the window up, put the pipe out, and you can paint inside. So that's kind of what I've got as far as my setup. I've got a couple of Poche, however you want to say it, the starter kit airbrushes. These are great little airbrushes to have. You can't beat those for $25, and if you have a 40% off, you know, Hobby Lobby thing, $13, you can't beat it. These things lay down great paint. If you get your paint mixed right, it's like anything else. If you do your part, you know, it will do its part. The model does not know that you're spraying it with a $12 airbrush or a $20 airbrush or a $200 airbrush. So, and I have I've got a Posh H in my drawer over here that I use some too, but these have been working well for me so far. So, at any rate, just wanted to make this little video and introduce myself. Here's what I've got. I'm getting ready to start for my next project, the Hemi Under Glass car that I actually got to see back when I was a kid at Beach Bend in Bowling Green. Got to meet the driver, Bob Riggle. Those of you who are not familiar with this car, it was a wheel stander exhibition car that would do the quarter mile on its back wheels. You know, look on Google it, and there's some good video on it, and check it out. Okay, I'm going to kind of wind this up. Just wanted to get with you guys and do a little introduction, kind of let you hear actual words come out of my mouth rather than just slideshow videos. But at any rate, until we see one another again and give you an update on the Hemi Under Glass, I hope everything is working well with you. Have a good rest of the week. May God bless. Keep building. Check you later.